From Miami, Florida, today we get to enjoy the temperature-controlled atmosphere under the roof of Marlins Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Miami Marlins. The Fish attempt to break out the brooms in this three-game series right after this. Adam Conley is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low threes. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low threes in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. This guy should be fun to watch in this one.
So stepping in, Danny Santana. He will lead this one off today. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the game's first pitch is taken for ball one. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
The 2-0 on the way. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. But this will get foul. 2-1. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. But this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Mark DeRosa, what's the key in avoiding the sweep?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder Ketel Marte. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. And he gets ahead 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Marte carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. The 0-2 once more. And he just barely makes contact there as this is fouled at the plate, and it remains 0-2. The next 0-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Yelich is under it. 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman number 44.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Into the corner and slicing foul. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He's in his first season of a new 6-year deal, so I'm sure he feels good about that.
And I can't tell you what that means for a ball player. To be able to know you're going to make your home for many years to come.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. And now the Marlins will have a. Taijuan Walker gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan? Here's D. Gordon now, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
Gordon.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This is pulled into right. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Digging in, Christian Yelich. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire, as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. Pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Santana moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. D-Row, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Well, Matt, the key for me to success for this lineup is they got to be willing to come through in big spots. They got to stick to the game plan. Somebody's going to have to get a knock with 2 outs and find a way to not leave base runners stranded.
So digging in now, Giancarlo Stanton to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a fastball chopped fouled at the plate. It's strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Beautifully thrown splitter right there. High 80s, down in the zone. Looks like a fastball coming in, and then it just drops off the table. You can get a lot of swinging strikes with that.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Gordon stands at first with 1 out. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Now at the plate, Evan Longoria. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Now the 0-1. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred, he was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now. So if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Count still full. 3-2. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Marlins leave 1. We are still scoreless. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Gary Sanchez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Here's a changeup to start the second, but that misses. It's a ball and no strikes. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
You know, and it's not an easy thing to complete a sweep, particularly in this day and age where the games and the teams are so competitive. So a sweep at home would be extra special.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Chris Owings will be next. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And guys, we'd be remiss if we didn't focus on the Gold Glover at second base, D. Gordon. He can beat you in so many ways on the base pass, but let's not kid ourselves. Athleticism allows him to make some pretty special plays on the defensive side of the ball.
Digging in now, Chris Owings. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Ripped down the first base line. This gets foul. It's 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. High pop up. Cisco has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Andres Blanco. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he's got that batting line up near the 300 mark entering play. The 0-1 delivery. Way in front of a great slider that time.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
This is line to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the 2-out base hit, and the top of the inning is still alive.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. 0-1 the count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. behind 0-2 now. Reddick is considered an absolute stud with a bat, particularly against right-handed pitching. Against southpaws, however, he has historically had a lot more difficulty. The 0-2 once more is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. One left for Arizona. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Liner towards second. And a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Carmen Lopez.
Into the box now, Carmen Lopez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. Low with the splitter. Ball one.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
In now, JT Realmuto down the third baseline. To his right, Blanco. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game.
That could be a tough read for the runner at third, because your first instinct is to take off for home on a ground ball. But when it's right at the corner infielder like that, it doesn't take a whole lot to nail you at the plate.
Now at the plate, Christian Colon. He's been feeling pretty good about things recently as you see the numbers over his past 10 contests. From the stretch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick, because he's got two guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Has a look, now the pitch. Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. One there on to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. Another beautiful day here in South Florida as we're back in the covered and air-conditioned confines of Marlins Park. Here's Robbie Grossman, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Stanton on the run. Makes the play, 1 away. So 1 gone now as you take a look there at the standings in the National League East. And you see where the Marlins find themselves entering play today. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Taijuan Walker. First pitch on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. A swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
He's looked great on the bump the first few innings of this game, and I think his ability to change speeds effectively has been a big reason why. That was a good change of speed for the strikeout there, and I've seen a lot of hitters look pretty off with their timing so far.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now batting, Adam Conley.
Leading off for the Marlins, catcher, Adam Conley.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded softly to the right. Throw to first is in time for the first down. So with one away, it's time to give you a good look at the standings out west in the National League as you see where the Diamondbacks sit entering play here today. Standing in, D. Gordon. He singled his last time up. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Gordon playing here in his home state of Florida. He was a 4th-round selection during the 2008 draft.
Hey, when you come out of the middle round, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
A dive, and he knocks it down.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those lawn darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Digging in, Christian Yelich. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here's the first pitch to him. And he takes ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Runners off for second. Pitch is high. The throw is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. So he's in safely there following the 1-out steal of second. And with that, we take you to our team leaderboard to display the clubs with the most stolen bases so far this year. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Ready with the 3-0. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit on the ground to third. Blanco scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Miami. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now to the plate, Ketel Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count meter. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First pitch of the at-bat. A called strike over the outside corner.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. And it seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. He'll lead it off here against Taijuan Walker.
Evan Longoria.
First pitch on its way. Now this is chopped foul at home plate. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2.
I mean, that's almost an unhittable pitch right there. The downward action of that nasty split finger, add in the velocity in the high 80s, you ain't doing much with that.
The 0-2 home. And he looks at a ball. 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Hard hit ball to second. And that's the first out.
Now batting.
Good time now to check out the Diamondbacks Road to the Show report, as you see a couple of guys in the upper levels of the minors that have been making waves as of late. And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And a neck-high fastball that time. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Ball 3.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Santana moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The left fielder, number 2.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Harmon Lopez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Walker gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second.
Marte has it.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Through 4, still tied, nothing. Into the box now, Chris Owings. He popped out in his first trip.
Shortstop, Chris Owings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. Owings, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick. I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Chris Owings is retired to kick off the inning. So coming to the plate, Andres Blanco. He reached on a single in his first try. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
The windup and the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now. 0-2. This one's down to third. Up with it is Longoria. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, right fielder.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. Halfway home, still no score. Ready now for the Marlins. JT Realmuto comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
JT Realmuto.
First delivery to him on the way. Skied into very shallow right. Reddick is there, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Christian Colon.
Digging in, Christian Colon. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Grossman has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Adam Conley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident, attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sass.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Miami down in order. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Robbie Grossman. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Another 0-2 home. And that one just missed outside. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Stepping in now, Taijuan Walker, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. No runs, just one hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
He throws him on the fastball there. Taijuan Walker sent packing for out number 2 in the 6th. Into the box now, Danny Santana. And she'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Count is 1-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready once again, D. Gordon. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
D. Gordon.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nope. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Chopped weakly to the left. Gonna be a tough play. Throw just does get him at first as he was really moving that time.
The batter.
I'm no hitting coach, but I know they always preach, if you're going to swing, swing. Second guessed himself on that one.
In is Christian Yelich. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. sent on the ground out to second. Marte gloves it, and quickly there are 2 away.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Walker peers in. First pitch on its way. Oh, this ball is hammered to deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Number 17 for him on the season as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and that's what you call a dream scenario or an absolute nightmare, depending on your viewpoint. A power pitcher on the bump and a power hitter at the plate. A plus B equals see you later. It's simple math, folks.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. Little dribbler down the line, but it gets fouled. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. The 2-3-4 hitters now to start the 7th. It's now 1-0 Miami. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
There's a swing and a high pop-up. Gordon is under it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
We're moving along late into this one, and it's no surprise this guy continues to pitch well. Over 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you're doing that, you really put the hitters on the defensive.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box, Gary Sanchez. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
1-1.
Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Diamondbacks down in order. It remains 1-0. At the plate, Chance Cisco. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
3-0 now. Carmen Lopez waits on deck. Got to find the strike zone. Here's the 3-0. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. Way out in front.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Sent on the ground out to second. Marte fields it cleanly, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The left fielder, number 2, Carmen.
Ready for another shot now. Carmen Lopez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Hit out towards second. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now the Diamondback skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. David Hernandez will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
David Hernandez.
Standing in now, JT Realmuto. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Lopez, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Two 2-0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
And that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. Lopez rounds third and is digging for the plate. He scores as they extend their lead to 2.
Boy, I tell you what, that's a big RBI late in the game here. They take a 2-0 lead, the way the pitching's been for them tonight, they're sitting at a pretty good spot.
Yeah, Dan, they've gotten great pitching all game long, and all that extra run can do is give you a little bit more confidence. You don't have to pitch with such tension out there, fearful of making one mistake.
In now, Christian Colon. as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0. Now a little looper back up the middle, and that's going to fall. A base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Digging in to try it again, Adam Conley. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
Now a bunt attempt here. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And this will go down as an E5, as you can see the exasperation on his face. Here's D. Gordon now. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Marte ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Christian Yelich. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Santana is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. Into the box, Chris Owings. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher set to take over here, and we'll see the right-hander Junichi Tozawa.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The Marlins are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball. You're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few runs going into the later innings. Now it's just time to close the deal.
Too high, 1-2. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They're all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. It was a really nice day on the mound for him. At the plate, Andres Blanco. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Colon takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now,
And that is off the first base bag. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Here's Robbie Grossman, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Behind 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. It's the Marlins 3 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. J.J. Hoover will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Gregory Polanco will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Giancarlo Stanton now in head-to-head battles with J.J. Hoover. He's gone 4 for 9. He also has 1 home run.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Hit sharply on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game.
Hey, one of the things that makes it so tough to pitch is you consistently have to make good pitches. Even on 2-0, you just can't lay one right down the middle.
Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to nip a corner right there, but hats off, challenging 2-0 in a fastball count. He came and got some.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. He's set and the pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. A ball and 2 strikes now. Stanton aboard here at first with nobody out. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the third baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
And that'll bring up the catcher, Chance Sisco. And that misses, ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. Back to first, but it's right by him.
Well, if anybody was wondering why they're losing, there's the reason. When you're given a chance to make a big play, you've got to make it, or you're going to be on the wrong end of games more often than not.
Stepping in now, Carmen Lopez. Hit down the line at first. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. from the stretch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Polanco on the run, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one. First and second now, one man out. To the right side and through, a base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only one away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Takes a good curveball at the knees. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Missed with a slider. Ground ball sent back up the middle. The second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More to come from Marlins Park right after this. Here's Gregory Polanco. Previously against Junichi Tozawa, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Severino Gonzalez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Gonzalez benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Gregory Polanco becomes the first out in the 9th inning. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Danny Santana. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Right down Broadway that time. Strike one. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. But unfortunately, right after shortstop for the second out. Ready now, Ketel Marte. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And now this crowd, announced at around 22,000, comes to their feet. Hangs a K to end it, and the Marlins finish the job and complete the series sweep of their rivals at home.
Hey, it always feels good to win a baseball game, but when you can win one at home in front of your home crowd, all those fans cheering, this is a good win for this team.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Fish wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Adam Conley earns win number 7 on the season, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Taijuan Walker pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score for this afternoon. First for the victorious Miami Marlins. All runs, 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Diamondbacks, no runs, but only 2 hits. 2 errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 40 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Culmer Metro Rail Station.